I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 21. Here we go. Check. Right there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check tight. 21. Slam. Hey, gun.
Staying open. Mike 5-4.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. 180! 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Alert flare. Watch twist.
Stand. I got you. Motion me out. Stand.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Check curls. Hey, gun. Hey, Mike 51.
Pick
White.
it up.
Check nine.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. Like 20! Hey,
let's calm down. Hey, let's go. It's time.
Man!
Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
65.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the
Bravo! Get hot!
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down up. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. We're going to 52.
Watch out. Check.
We're going to 53.
Kill.
There we go, kill.
Check, hot route. Under 10.
26.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
And now
There we go, sliding.
here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Watch the eye.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Here we go, sliding.
54 Mike.
Don't get nervous. 26.
Here's Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The run for Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Check. Alert 3.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Right there. 54, right there.
Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 10 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. No. Watch the twist. Slam.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go,
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
I'm coming after you. Check 37. Kick.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
4-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check, check. Watch the D4. Watch the D4.
Hey, kill. 27.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Pass. 36. Check. Sponge. No.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call it?
Receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Hey, alert!
Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. 21.
Garoppolo. He's going to air one out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. From the 36, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Let's go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Under 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's our field. It's our field.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, watch that. Check right, 54.
Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You got nothing. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little, Ted.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here we go.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Pick it up. Check 3, check 3.
12.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
56. Here we go. Watch twist.
Here we go. 1 to 54. 180.
56 to Mike.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check.
On play action, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
On the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. The 20. 10, touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Switch. Mike 54. Wild Bill.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now it's Breida. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
2. Check, Mike. 2. 54.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Garoppolo now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
47.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
And here we go.
Prescott off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he slipped right by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete here. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him.
Hey, 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. This is Donnell with a grab. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A very good gain on first down. 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Mike 4. Danny.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is right there. It's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. They go play action here on 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That's another 49er first down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Here we go, 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect. From your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Here we go. 180. 65. 12.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
Here's Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
21, 21.
You think you gonna get this? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
11. I got you.
Mike, 5.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Kill. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he whips that one incomplete there. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Go to 54. Right.
Man, I got you.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. 25-yard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2nd and 11. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come out here in the eye.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, D.
Back.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Hey, let's get this. Echo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check pass.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
He's coming. We got double up. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 31.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Wide. Get wide.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block.
Hey, Steve 6.
54's Mike. Check.
First throw now for the backup lock. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
And he rifles one incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky.
Up, go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.